be y'all. Right. How fuck's everybody doing? I just got back. The results are in. The way station has been visited. The neighborhood Jesus is tired from stop and go fucking traffic on I-95. Yep. But let's get to it. Let's get to it, and let's get to it. I got to go through my social media and see who guessed what. And we'll see if we got a winner. Well, obviously, we're going to have a winner regardless, but see if anybody got the exact number. Because if you got the exact number, you're a gangster. We got some people on the head counter. Who the fuck we got? Somebody got it dead on. Somebody on Instagram got it dead on. Somebody on Instagram got it dead on. That's fucking crazy. That's wild style. We got a winner, guys. A fellow DC Fiver guessed it verbatim. Now, there's a funny story to it. See, I went to a CAT full scale, full platform scale, one you drive onto, and it's just a slab of concrete that's floating, right? It's like a balance beam or something. Not a balance beam, but you know what I'm saying? You drive on it and the fucker floats, and you can feel the platform moving, and it's creepy. I don't like it. But I'm pretty positive because it's a 18-wheeler truck scale, right? I don't think it is accurate. I don't think it's calibrated for things that are under like 5,000 pounds, because the figure I got, it's not impressive. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not impressive. It's not what it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that kind of gets me. I'm like, I don't understand how it could be what it's they're saying it is, because that shit makes zero sense. True story. Let's wait for some more people to get in here. I got some lurking troll ass dude. I swear, this troll, whoever you are, that you must be banished. You're either a lurker or you're somebody that's been banned from chat. I don't know what your deal is. Why don't you make a new account so you can chat again? Why don't you pull a Justin David and get 17 accounts, so at least I know who you are. But yeah, fucking not the results I was looking for, honestly. I thought it was gonna I'm gonna claim it's the scale. That scale is not accurate for things that are lighter weight, you know, not 18-wheeler trucks. Because let's see how much an 18-wheeler truck, just to put it in perspective, you know what I'm saying? How much do 18 wheelers the legal weight for an 18 wheeler is way more than I thought. 80,000 pounds, right? So, I mean, dude, the fact that that thing weighs 80,000 pounds, um, something like a 3,000 pound car, that shit is not going to be accurate. It's going to be probably 300 to 400 pounds off calibration, I would think. Dead ass. Truck scales are calibrated for the much heavier weights of the big rig trucks. Such scales operate best in their mid range, therefore, inaccuracies occur when weighing RVs, which may only be a third of the weight or much less of a loaded semi tractor trailer combination. Oh, man. Fucking retarded. There are some additional accuracy issues related to whether the scale is mechanical, analog, or digital. The user reading an analog dial is potentially capable of reading a value that falls somewhere in between two adjacent gradations. This is not the case with digital indicating scales, where it is left to the function of the indicating element of the scale to decide which digital increment is closest to the weight sensed by the scale. Another interesting tidbit: regardless of scale capacity, an object that weighs 5,000 pounds will have less potential error than an object weighing 500 pounds on the same scale. The potential of error partially depends on the number of consistent divisions given within the weight capacity of the scale. See? So an object that weighs 5,000 pounds is going to be more accurate of a weight because it's meant for 80 fucking thousand pounds. So 5,000 pounds is going to be way less accurate than 50,000 pounds. Like those scales are meant to hold 80,000 pounds. That is no wonder the shit isn't accurate. You know what I'm saying? That shit's a dud. Yeah, the CAT scale people, the digital ones, because I think it is a digital scale, their capacity is 200,000 pounds, which is crazy to think. The division is 20 pounds accuracy. So they're saying for 2,500 pound object, it's within 20 pounds accuracy. I so call bullshit on that. They're saying for a 10,000 pound object, 20 pounds accuracy. That doesn't fucking make sense. You know what I'm saying? That there's no way. Like let's say like an analog scale that Switzerland makes, 2,500 pounds will get you, their division is 50 pounds accuracy for a 2,500 pound object. 10,000 pound object is 100. So it's double accuracy. It's like, or half as accurate basically, 50 to 100. And they're saying for, okay, so if the capacity is, okay, the way I'm reading this, let's say a wheel scale, its capacity is 20,000 pounds. So if you max it out at 20,000 pounds, it could be up to 100 pounds off, right? So the capacity of these CAT scales is 200,000 pounds. So I'm thinking, man, it's hard to describe. But on these numbers, these CAT scales, they could be up to upwards of 400 pounds off calibration, off accurate. Like on a good day, if it was completely off calibration, like, straying away from the accuracy, it could be upwards of 400 pounds off accuracy. Because at 20,000 pounds, they're saying 40 pounds accuracy division, right? But its capacity is 200,000 pounds. So you do 200,000, like if it's 40 pounds division or 40 pounds accuracy division at 20,000 pounds, times that times 10, that would be 400 pounds possible accuracy off. Like, like it doesn't make sense. I think their scale for lighter cars, like CAT scales are designed for 18-wheeler trucks, which weigh 80,000 pounds. You know what I mean? So I'm honestly calling bullshit on this figure. I think it's off. I don't know how much it's off by though. What's up, Wing King? What is the weight? Take a guess, man. I know you already guessed, but take another guess. I'll tell you this. It doesn't weigh what it should. Not even close, man. Wing King says 2 pounds. Dude, if it weighed 2 pounds, I'd be stoked. 2 pounds. Just this man said 2 pounds. I needed a good laugh. I just drove in fucking stop and go traffic on I-95 to pay $12 to get inaccurate results. Wing King says, so what is it? Take a guess. I know fucking 2 pounds. Take a real guess. Take into account whatever you said before, what we think the car should weigh. But I'm saying, what do you think the scale weighed? And I'm calling bullshit on it. I'm driving, sucker. All right, well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. They're saying the car weighs 2680. There's no way, dude. A stock DC5R. The only difference between me and a stock DC5R is a fucking 30-pound sunroof assembly. There's no fucking way I weigh 180 pounds more than a stock DC5R. I have every fucking part. Such bullshit, dude. I call mega bullshit on that. When King says sounds right. Nah, it don't, dude. You don't know DC5s like I do. An RSX Type S, made in the United States, or it's technically made in Japan, but it was sold in the United States, a USDM one. They weigh 2840. So if we were talking about no DC5R conversion, 2680 would be great. I'd be stoked. But when you're doing aluminum control arms and you're doing the K20A and you're doing fucking no sound deadening and you're doing no spare tire, a lighter radio, a lighter exhaust, lighter fucking parts, lighter intake box, lighter fucking everything, there's no fucking way this shit weighs 2680. There's no way. I call big bull fucking shit. Now, if it was just an RSX Type S with just K20A2 and all the heavy ass airbag seats and, you know, stock steering wheel with airbags, I mean, that's another thing too. I'm running a fucking quick release with no airbag. That saves money, or not money, saves weight. But dude, there's so much lightweight shit in my car that it just does not make sense that it doesn't weigh like, dude, my guess, honestly, I was thinking 2550. That's what I was thinking. I was definitely not thinking no 2680. That shit is insulting. Wayne King says, go to a junkyard. Go to a junkyard? What are we looking for? Oh, are you talking about see if a junkyard's got a scale? Honestly, I wouldn't drive my car through a junkyard. Fucking loose screws and shit everywhere. Fucking puncture a $160 tire. I wonder what kind of scales they got there. Because, dude, look at this. Think about it this way. Let's say 4-wheel scales, right? Like for weighing a fucking personal vehicle. Not an 18-wheeler, not no 200,000 pound capacity full platform scale. I mean, it's like a fucking floating scale made for 200,000 pounds, weighing 80,000 pound trucks. These 4-wheel scales, their accuracy is fucking better. You know what I mean? Because if you're weighing like I don't know how to describe it to you. You need to find a scale that has a lower max capacity, like a 5,000 pound max capacity 4-wheel scale or something like that, you know? Because these fucking cat scales for 18-wheelers, I'm calling bullshit on it, bro. I really am. I don't buy into this this number we got. Because this man Cam was like, this shit's gonna weigh 2610 with both front seats and all your seats. And that was like a heartbreaker figure. He was like, it's gonna be heavier than you think. I say 2610 with all the seats. And I was like, bullshit. So it even weighs more than what Cam said. That's how I know it's fake, you know? Because Cam's figure was a fucking heartbreaker. I was like, dude, and I was like, that's just gonna weigh like 2550 max. What's up, Screw? Yo, what's the weight? Well, I kind of just told you. I should have read that comment. But bro, these 18-wheeler truck scales at weigh stations, dude, I'm calling bullshit on it. Hands down, calling bullshit. I need to find somewhere somewhere that like weighs race cars or fucking has 4-wheel scales, something you drive like fucking 4-wheel scales, like instead of this floating full scale platform. That shit is meant for stuff that's really heavy. Because I was just reading on this site about 18 wheelers and weigh stations. It says another interesting tidbit: regardless of scale capacity, an object that weighs 5,000 pounds will have less potential air than an object weighing 500 pounds on the same scale. You know what I mean? So something that weighs 10 times more will be more accurate, and something that weighs 10 times less will be a whole lot less accurate, because it's kind of like, think about it like this. Think about a scale that only reads in pounds or grams or something like that. Like the decimal points, like little scales, like, for fucking little stuff. Imagine something that weighs things like in pounds versus grams, and then like, let's say a fucking scale that reads grams to the fucking like second decimal point or the third decimal point. You know what I mean? So like you got something that reads in pounds, like 1 pound, 6 pounds, 10 pounds, 25 pounds, whatever. Then you have things that weigh things in grams, like this weighs 3 grams, this weighs 7 grams, 9 grams, whatever, 26 grams. Then you got shit that weighs it in decimal points, like 5.62 grams, 7.81 grams. You know what I mean? So, not trying to get super nerdy with it, but I call bullshit, honestly. I really do. Screw says, oh, damn. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, dude, I had no clue that 18 wheelers weighed as much as they did. I thought they weighed like maybe 40,000 pounds. The legal weight for an 18 wheeler is 80,000 fucking pounds. That's a lot of weight. 40 tons. That's the legal weight. So some of those motherfuckers carrying too much probably weighed like 120,000 pounds or some shit. Like, that's crazy. this man Screw. This man Screw says, well, time to get a Walmart scale and take your car apart. Dude, that'd be so fucked. I don't want to do that. I'm going to say nay. This man Honda Vlogs fucking messaged me, says, hey, do you still have the brake hard lines for your brake booster on the silver car? Yeah, I do. They probably look like dog shit. They're probably rusted. What's up, Eric? Well, shit. Now fuck these goddamn 18-wheeler weigh stations. I call bullshit. And like, dude, the setup is so weird when you go to a weigh station. You would think, this is the weird thing. So I don't know how y'all think about it. I mean, I'm not a truck driver or anything, but you would think if you were going to get weighed, you'd have to like go into the truck service center and be like, hey, I need to get weighed. That's not how it works. Literally, you just drive onto the platform and you press the button for assistance You're like, hey, how's it going? I need to get weighed. And fucking some lady will be like, okay, what are you hauling? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm a fucking race car. I'm a passenger vehicle. She's like, race car? I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, I want to see that after when you come in. Screw says, how much did they charge you? $12. $12. Lachlan, what's going on, man? Yes, vagina. All the vaginas. Lachlan, I went to a weigh station. I went to a CAT truck weigh, full platform scale at a truck stop. Take a guess. What do you think the DC5 weighs? Screw says, haha, probably don't get too many race cars there. Dude, that's exactly what she said. She's like, you're the first sports car that's ever came here. And that to me says that the scale is mad inaccurate. Like, it's got to, dude, it's no good for fucking something that's under 3,000 pounds. Even, I would say even under 5,000 pounds, it's inaccurate. Lachlan says 2750. Bro, no. If it was a stock DC5 Type S and I did a little bit of weight savings, that would probably be right in the right figure, because that'd be about saving 100 pounds. But I think stock DC5 Type S is like 2840, somewhere in that area. But a stock DC5 Type R is 2500 flat. It's like 2505. So the only difference between my car and a stock DC5R is the sunroof. That's it. You know what I mean? So a sunroof assembly weighs 31 pounds. But then you think all the shit, all the veil side, the fucking smaller battery, the sound deadening's gone. There's no raw jute in the whole car. There's carbon fiber intake box, all that shit, right? So I would think if a DC5R weighs fucking 2505, I would be high, maybe mid to high 2400s. That's what I would think. So they're saying, these motherfuckers are saying that my car weighs 2680. Technically, with me in it, it weighed 2880 because I was in the car when they weighed it. I weighed 200 pounds. So 2680 is what they're saying the car weighs. There's no fucking way. I don't believe that. Lachlan said, Eric says 2,500. Lachlan says 2,540, 2424. Lock it in. Daniel H, what's good? 2,350. Lachlan says full tank. Yeah, curb weight includes a full tank. So I filled up right before I got on the scale. Full tank, 13.2 gallons. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, I mean, it was interesting to go get a ballpark figure, but 180 pounds difference, like inaccuracy. See, I'm reading on this trucker site. Daniel H says it's those rear seats. Yeah, dude, they totally weigh 180 pounds. That fucking Recaro insert material, man, that shit is heavy. A whole 5 meters of it probably weighs a whopping 12 pounds. But I was reading on this 18-wheeler site about truck scales and stuff like that. They say, regardless of the scale capacity, an object that weighs 5,000 pounds will have less potential air than an object weighing 500 pounds. So, in a nutshell, a CAT scale, we're talking a truck scale, full platform scale you drive on, and the whole thing's just concrete on the top. There's no wheel sensors or wheel scales or anything like that. It's all just one big platform. It's long as fuck. It's probably 3 times the length of my car. So I pulled all the way to the front because the microphone's at the front. So my car was on the edge of the scale. So these scales, their max capacity is 200,000 pounds, right? That's 100. Pretend my car weighs 2,000 pounds. 200,000. I mean, dude, that's a big increment difference. You know what I mean? So I'm just calling bullshit on this figure. I think I was doing the math on it. A cat scale, right? At this math, let's get real nerdy. 200,000 pound capacity on these truck scales. At 20,000 pounds, there could be a 40-pound accuracy division. So it's within 40 pounds. So if the scale is 200,000 capacity, times that times 10 of 40 pounds at 20,000, that would be 400 pounds. It could be off. You know what I'm saying? And if you think, I'm not saying my car should weigh 400 pounds less, but I mean, I think it should weigh 200 pounds less for sure. Somewhere in that area. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I just hopeful, or is this shit fucking bullshit? Eric says you should have weighed yourself, no car, see what it said. Dude, I would imagine that thing would like not even register me. Or it'd say I weigh like, it'd be like 561 pounds or something like that. You know what I mean? Because you got to think the thing is calibrated for an average of 80 to 120,000 pounds. Some of these trucks, average legal weight for an 18 wheeler is 80,000 pounds. 80,000. That is like, that is so much fucking weight. 40 fucking tons. That's like 4 Shamus. How much does a killer whale weigh? Probably like 10 tons or something. I don't even know how much they weigh. Oh boy, Cam's here. He says it's probably about right, you know. Bullshit. You were saying 2610 with full seats. They're trying to say 2680, bro. Yeah, right. There is no way. I call major bullshit. Honda Vlogs is looking for brake lines. Daniel H says, try to go to your local dump. They have scales. Screw says, yeah, the dump. That's an interesting one. No, but Cam, you were giving, when you took your guess earlier today, you were giving me a heartbreaker figure. You were like 2610 with seats and a full tank of gas. 70 pounds, even more heartbreaker? Nah, no way, dude. Dude, these scales, Cam, these scales are designed for 200,000 pounds max capacity, 80,000 pounds average. There is no fucking way. Screw says they usually have smaller scales for like trailers and pickups and shit. No, you drive on the exact same fucking full platform scale that an 18 wheeler. There were 18 wheelers in front of me, and the whole scale is massive. It's as long as an 18 wheeler. It's like what, 50, 60 feet long. Oh, got you, Screw. At the dump you're talking about. Cam says, I said it though. Cam, shut your fucking mouth. I call bullshit, Cam. You were saying 2610 and you were like, it's gonna weigh like 2610. It's not gonna weigh no 2,400 pounds or anything like that, which you're probably right about that. It probably weighs like 25 something. But I'm calling major bullshit on 2680. Like if we were guys, if we were talking about a stock DC5, or not stock, but a DC5 Type S, we're talking no Type R parts, no K20A, no lightweight shit, didn't rip out the sound deadening, no lightweight titanium parts or any of that shit. 2680 would be commendable because you went from 2840 to 2680. That's some good fucking weight savings, you know? But dude, there's no way. Because these fools right here are saying the heavier a weight, like a scale capacity, right? So if you're on a scale that weighs a max capacity of 200,000 pounds, it's not going to weigh. Like, imagine if I put something on there that weighed 5 pounds. Do you guys think it would even register it? You know what I mean? That shit wouldn't even register it. I guarantee it. It'd be like, we're waiting. Oh, I put something on the scale. They're like, no, it's not registering. It'd probably say like, it'd probably say error or something like that. Screw says, but your pretty DC-5 will get dirty and smell like a landfill. Ugh. I'd rather get dirty and smell like sort of like a landfill than take it to a junkyard and possibly drive over like loose bolts or screws or something, because people just dismantle cars and drop shit and lose shit, you know? Just fucking get a fucking nail in my tire, screw in my tire or something. Fuck all that. Yeah, but honestly, I call big bullshit on that. Cam says, how much does a gallon of... Dude, that whole gallon of Flex Seal weighed 8 pounds with the can. With the can. So that shit added like 5 to 7 pounds max. And I didn't even use a whole can. I used 2/3 of a can. That shit was like maybe 5 pounds tops. Tops. And not to mention, I know the headliner doesn't weigh much, but there was no headliner in the car. There's no spare tire. There's not a stock battery. You know? Cam says, I'm asking paint, not Flex Seal. Probably about the same, honestly. Are you talking about like automotive paint? How much does a gallon of car paint weigh? Screw says, I would think different paint weighs different, like metallic or not. So apparently the lightest paint you can get, like color wise, that doesn't have the most like, you know, metallics or shit in it, is white. You know what I mean? Cam says, how many gallons of paint and other products used in respraying the car? Well, let's see. First, you're going to sand it down, and then you're going to fucking seal it, like prime it, whatever you want to call it. So a whole car's worth of that. I don't know the gallon amount, but the paint, I don't know the gallon amount of that either. But I do know damn near every panel had 10 to 16 ounces of clear coat on each panel. Like hood, 10 ounces of clear on one side, 10 ounces on the jam. So I don't think that would equate for... You got to think about it. You're going off a factory formula. You're not going off some Mako shit or some like in a garage formula. You're going off a scale that tells you how to weigh out everything, and you're stripping the car down to essentially like bare metal, and you're putting sealer and fucking paint, then clear on it. Maybe the clear, you know, we did use a lot of clear. So then if any trash got in the paint or the clear, You could wet sand it and it would still have plenty of clear on it to make it buffable so it all looks like uniform. But dude, I call bullshit on that. The paint wouldn't equate for 180 pounds of weight. That's just crazy. I'm telling y'all, that scale ain't accurate. It's like 180 pounds off, I would say, hands down. Or it thinks I weigh like 300 pounds, one of the two. Screw says, yeah, paint won't weigh that much. Yeah, like paint would weigh like, if we're talking about a whole paint job, and let's say we use heavier paint, we were heavy on the clear coat and sealer and all that stuff, that's like 25 pounds tops. Because it don't take that much paint to paint a car. I'll put it to you this way. You ready for this? The paint itself, the Arctic Blue Pearl that he mixed up, he put it in an empty fucking thinner jug, like one of those square jugs, which is like a gallon tops. You know what I mean? So paint wise, we didn't even use but a gallon of fucking paint to paint a whole fucking car. Cam says, I did say yesterday, don't doubt the findings. A second way, different scales will confirm. Definitely. And when that shit weighs 2,500 pounds, what you gonna say, Cam? Are you gonna say Garn? Cam says drag strips usually have scales too. See, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking that. I was like, imagine like tracks or like weight divisions, weight classes or something like that, you know. I don't know. I feel like a drag strip or a circuit track or places like that would have fucking scales, you know. 4-wheel scales, like not no full platform 18-wheeler shit. Cam says it won't. You know, Cam, you're getting on my nerves. Why you say that? Is it because you got two 12-inch subs and amps in the back of your car and you're jealous? Is it because you got Tory in your car? Screw says you got a track near you. We got nearest drag strip would probably be Dinwiddie. Trying to think. Dinwiddie. Hold on, let's see. We also have motherfucking Richmond has a drag strip, I think. Drag strips near me. Let's see. Cam says, I just don't think it will weigh as less as you think. But you got to think, bro. A stock DC5R 2505. Only difference is a fucking floor bar that's going to save 2 pounds and a 31-pound sunroof assembly. You know what I mean? So that's, give it 50 pounds. My shit probably weighs 2550. And you got to think that curb weight was with a stock battery, stock cat, stock exhaust with resonators, fucking stock airbox. What else? A crash bar on the back, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Let's see. We got, yeah, fucking yeah. Richmond has a dragway. Cam says, I'm not looking at weight reduction in mine. Well, I get that. You got all the heavy ass stereo shit and stuff in yours. I get that. But I'm saying, doing the numbers on paper, the shit should be in the mid. It should definitely be in the 2,500 pound area, somewhere in that area. Like no heavier than 2,550, honestly. How the fuck do I, man? about? Motherfuckers, do y'all got a scale or not? Kansas' only way to confirm is another scale. Well, yeah, it'll definitely be a 4-wheel scale meant for weighing motherfucking race cars and not no fucking 80,000 pound 18-wheeler. That shit was a bad idea from the get go. Damn, so they're not. That's fucking whack. So the schedule for this dragway. Let's see. Screw says, is there a way to calculate rotational mass reduction? Are you talking about the division of accuracy? Yeah. So on these CAT scales, right? 200,000 pound max capacity at 2,500 pounds. They're saying it's within 20 pounds accuracy division. Within on a 10,000 pound object, 20 pounds accuracy division. That don't make sense because any other scale, it jumps like 2,500 pounds on a 4-wheel scale is 12.5 pounds accuracy division. 10,000 pound item on the same scale is a 50 pound accuracy division. So the fact that they're trying to say a 2,500 pound object and a 10,000 pound object is within 20 pounds accuracy division, that shit don't make sense, you know? And a fucking 20,000 pound object is 40 pounds accuracy division. So the fact that the scale is 200,000 pounds max capacity, it would be 400 pounds accuracy division for the max capacity of that scale. And I'm not saying my car should weigh 400 pounds less. I'm really not. I think it should weigh 180 less, though, for sure. That shit it does not make sense, you know? Let's see. Eric says I gotta go get little shits from daycare. Be back when I get home. Yeah, do you think, man? But what I was saying about the dragway, these motherfuckers are only open on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, not even Sundays, and no fucking weekdays. Like, I'd want to go hit that shit up early in the morning, dude. Go grab some coffee on like a Tuesday or some shit and go hit that shit right now. You know what I mean? But they're open April, May, September, October, November. It says on Saturdays, the gates open at 11, time trials at noon. Tech closes at 2:30 and eliminations immediately following the second time trial, usually 3 p.m. For complete schedule, click here. Friday nights, all season, gates open at 5 p.m. Fun and grudge runs from 6 to 10 p.m. Tech closes at 9 and staging lanes close at 9:40. It says Friday night street fights and TNT, general admission $12 per person, car and driver to race street legal cars, motorcycles, or junior dragsters, and $20 and just $30. Wait. Okay, so $20 to race. It's $12 just to go for general admission, but then car and driver is $20 and just $30 for racer test and tune. So I'd have to pay $30 to go if I was trying to test and tune. That's kind of fucking taxed out. Let's see. What's the fucking date today? Today's the 14th. So November 9th is the next test and tune date on a Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Shit, man. I might have to take it over there. See if that bitch runs. Screw says you're gonna hit the quarter mile where you're there too. Yeah, definitely. That'd be fun. Cam says cheap honestly cost $100 at my local track. Screw says, you ever tracked it yet? Nope. Not yet, man. Not yet. No, that'd be fun as fuck though. Screw says, have you done any practice drag launches? Well, I mean, I'm on a fucking Toyo R888R, so I'm not on like slicks or nothing, if that's what you mean. But no, I have my two-step set up. I've been fucking around trying to see where the best place to launch is, you know what I mean? Because you're on the public road that's not prepped, you know. And two, you just got to find the right spot where the two-step, you don't spin basically. You want to have traction, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking somewhere in the 3,000, 30, like almost like 3,000 to 3,500 seems to be the sweet spot where it doesn't spin too much, you know. Another thing to consider is my fucking front tires are worn out as shit. True story. Dude, I'm honestly like, oh man. I'm trying to think what the hell the car would run in the quarter mile under good conditions. And two, man, fuck. Dude, a quarter mile where you could just like floor it. Just floor it. You know what I mean? You do not have to worry about cops. You do not have to worry about other people other than the one driver next to you that's worrying the same thing about you. But yeah. Cam says, wait, Screw says 12s. Nah. No, that's like Frankenstein setup. I would be so stoked if I was like mid to high 13s for my setup, like untuned. I think a high 13 would be a good place to start, honestly. And then from there, one, obviously getting the car tuned, and the further future updates to the car of like the Kinsler ITBs and getting tuned on bigger injectors and like more fuel flow, return style fuel system, all those things would definitely aid. If we were going to track the car more and more, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I would run slicks. I don't think I could run slicks because of the Brembos. Because if you think about it, I have to have a 17-inch wheel or bigger. I mean, it has to be a 17-inch wheel, you know? Fucking so I don't think I can run slicks. Wait, Cam says every second faster will cost you money. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Screw says you just run base map with all your mods. I heard it's not recommended to run base. Dude, it's not necessarily a base map. It's a tweaked base map, and it's a fucking K20A. See, in Hondata, you have calibrations. You have your base maps to choose from. It's a K20A base map for uh, cold air intake, a Mugen twin loop exhaust, and like a race header, basically. And it doesn't run as good as it could, obviously, but Cam says can run a 16 with the Brembo. I don't think you can. You sure about that? You can't run a 16 with the Brembo. Cam says, yep. I'm looking this up. Can a Brembo's Wow, I didn't even know that. Cam says 100%. Don't doubt it. Well, you know what, Cam? It's just full of all the answers. Forget DC5 setup. They won't work unless you have a nice 16-inch wheel with a nice offset. What you want to do is the Brembo calipers of a Fiat Coupe Turbo. You can mate these with a DC5 300mm disc with a 25mm spacer, and they will fit under standard 15-inch wheels. But see, what I want to know is, I got to ask Serge Motive. I want to ask him what his wheel, his slick setup is with the Mickey Thompsons and all that stuff. Like, what the fuck is he running? Because I feel like he's running like something ridiculously small, like a 13 or a 14-inch wheel or something. You know what I mean? True story. Cam says, my vintage, I guess. Maybe. Garn. How about that? Cam, I was reading something about injector duty cycle. If I had my setup with those 750cc injectors, they say that duty cycle is best, like it makes the best power at 60 to 70% duty cycle. So like, let's say I threw in my fuel system now with 750s and the 310 pump and all that shit. I'm thinking that 750cc injector, the duty cycle wouldn't be no 60 to 70%. It'd probably be like 30%, 40% tops. So it probably wouldn't make as much power with the 750 like your tuner said or whatever. Because I mean, I understand like having the duty cycle lower would be a good thing, but not when it's like under 50. You know what I mean? But I think it'll all work out because if I get ITBs, that 750cc will be damn near good. I think that'll be a perfect fit for doing the ITBs. Cam says, get it tuned by tuner. Well, yeah, I know, dude. You're missing what I'm saying. Completely missing what I'm saying. I'm not going to throw in injectors and not get it tuned. I get that, but I'm saying the duty cycle. You know what I'm saying? A 750 for my setup seems like it's too big. Like I think a 550 would have probably been better to get, honestly, if I wasn't going ITBs. Cam says, "No, I'm not, mate. Why aren't you saying anything about the duty cycle?" B Tech, what's good, man? How you doing? He says, "Oh damn, late again." Oh, it's all good. We're just chilling. So, IV Tech, man. I went to this CAT scale for 18-wheeler trucks. I'm calling bullshit, bro. I'm calling big bullshit. Let's see. What'd you say? No problem with lower duty cycle. Why are people on forums saying that then? And what's this man Honda Vlogs sending me voice messages about? What we got? Jesus.
Yeah, so this might be easier if I just say it, but so I've tried a bunch of things. I've bought hella fittings off fucking what's the thing? Off fucking Jegs or Summit, and I can't get that to work. I bought some hardline that
Camp says you're a little salty today. I got a headache, bro. And I don't like your fucking attitude, you British wanker.
It's a DC5R master cylinder, so there's actually a plug in the very front and then one on the back right. I think a Type S has two on the right. I just don't know if those fittings are different. I've read that you can use Dash 3, but when I used the Dash 3 and I put it in there, it wiggled a little, so I don't know if the OEM Honda fittings for even a Type S, if the fitting is inverted or if it looks like a Type C. So my question is, if you have hardline for your old brake master cylinder, if you could shoot a picture of it, because if the like fittings look like like Dash 3, like with the bullet end, then like I might try to get those from you, at least the fittings or the whole line. I don't fucking care. Like if the fittings look like Dash 3 or like bigger, like they're just domed at the end instead of like inverted in, then those must be the fittings I fucking need. Because it feels like I can screw in a Dash 3, and when you look down the hole in the booster, it's got the cone shape. So I think I might just have the wrong fitting. That's why it doesn't seem to want to fucking sit. But that's literally the last thing I fucking need is these two fittings, and I'm about to blow my brains out trying to get this fucking car to work. If I get those fittings, I can literally drive the car this week.
God, nerding out on some brake booster shit. Cam says, "Not my attitude, mate. Stop doubting stuff. It's only making you more salty." Cam Garn. I don't know who's shitting your cereal. Screw says, "You gonna sell anything when you get ITBs?" Probably. Like if I get ITBs, then I'd be getting rid of the Pro Series manifold and the 74 and possibly the Groupium, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't make that much money back on the Groupium. Cam says, "I'm just being realistic." If you're just being realistic, you wouldn't be heartbreaking on weight savings. Bro, the numbers are there. If I didn't do all this DC5R shit, the car it'd be 2,700-pound car, right? It would make sense. But all these lightweight parts and shit, it does not make sense. Because you got to think, stock DC5R curb weight, 2,505. That includes a fucking spare tire, a stock battery, stock everything. You know what I mean? Ain't got no 5-pound muffler. So it doesn't make sense. That scale is fuck shit. And when I go to a legit scale, I'm gonna be like, no. But yeah, screw. Yeah, the fucking Pro Series manifold and the 74, I would definitely be selling that. I've had people, when I tell people I'm doing ITBs, they're like, yo, let me get your fucking manifold and your throttle body. Cam says this Friday. What's this Friday? Cam, I'll tell you why you're salty. Because you ain't got no fucking Fortnite challenges to do. I've been waiting to say that all day. I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity. Cam says, oh no. When's next drag meet? It was November something. Next test and tune is November 9th, Saturday morning. That shit should be fun. Screw says, where's the best place to sell parts? Because I'm not on Facebook and shit. Like, I'm getting wheels and shit tomorrow. How much do you think I could get for 02, 04 OEM Type S wheels with Michelin Pilot Sports barely used? Not that much, honestly. 250 max. I'd say right around the $250 range, maybe 300 because it's got barely used tires on it, but they're not desired. If they were 05, 06 Type S wheels, you could sell those motherfuckers in a heartbeat. The 05, 06 ones go for a decent amount. You could probably sell them for $300, $400, $500 depending on condition and tires. Cam says, I'm mesmerized by the black hole now. What do you want? Are you like every other streamer? It's like, dude, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. It's not that exciting. I want to laugh when Fortnite is no longer a thing and all the money you spent is just up in the air. All those fucking Fortnite skins. Screw says, and should I just do eBay? Fucking you could throw it up on there. I'd honestly Craigslist for items that are real heavy that are going to cost a lot of shipping. You're better off with Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Blind Assassin Migto, yo, what's good, Blind Assassin? Cam says, your fault, asshole. You know what? Is that why you're giving me a hard time? Because you're upset you don't got Fortnite anymore, so you're taking down your godfather of Fortnite. I see how it is. You know what, Cam? No, it's okay. Piss off. Cam says, I'm laughing here, bro. Oh, I know you're laughing. You fucking bull. I changed my name. Oh, Rare Fruit. Oh, no wonder the thumbnail looks familiar. I was like, Blind Assassin. I was like, what the fuck is that? Blind Assassin, what do you know about truck scales, about weigh stations? I recently just got back from the weigh station, getting the race car weighed. I'm calling bullshit on the weight they said. It doesn't add up. Cam, the reason I don't think it adds up, dude, spare tire weighs pretty much 30, 40 pounds. Fucking the difference between batteries, like a fucking that Odyssey battery probably weighs half the weight of a stock battery. Same thing with the Groupium, probably weighs half the weight of a fucking stock airbox. The Veil side, that's cutting down titanium versus fucking stainless steel. That's cutting down on weight. No resonators, like all those things add up, bro. Cam says, did you question the accuracy of the scales while you were there? No, I didn't because she handed it to me and there were people behind me in line. So I literally was like walking out looking at it because she folded it. I walked out of line, looked at it, and I was like, what the fuck? And everyone was like, it's your problem. It's like, my race car doesn't weigh what it says. That's fuck shit. I should have just been like, fuck this shit. I fucking took sound deadening out and fucking got titanium parts. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Should have just lost my shit in there. That's what I should have done. Been like, fuck y'all. This is an insult to DC5R. Cam says maybe give them a call and ask them what the accuracy is. That's a really good idea. Let's do it. Let's see what they say. I'm really curious. No. Fuck me. Wrong number. Come on. Wait, what? There we go. Let's do this shit on speaker.
Thank you for calling Travel Centers of America in Richmond, Virginia. If you know the extension you want, press 1. To pay to customer, press 2. For the fuel desk, press 3. Again. Transferring call. Please hold. Thanks for calling Richmond City Fuel Desk. Susan, can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? So I was up there earlier and I got a passenger vehicle weighed. I was just curious, for lighter cars and not like 18-wheeler trucks, is the scale accurate?
Yeah, as long as you have it positioned on the scale correctly.
Huh. So when I pulled up to the speaker, like obviously my car is a lot shorter than an 18-wheeler. I pulled up like all the way to the front, you know what I mean? So that wouldn't be.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is that the way it should be? Yeah. Okay. Do you know like what the accuracy is though? Like how accurate is the scale?
They just came in and did it yesterday, so it's good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know fucking shit. Screw says, of course they would just say, yeah, it's accurate. Exactly. Dude, dude, if you would have seen the people that work in there, keep in mind, this is a truck stop in the middle of Bumblefuck. These people look like, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but they didn't look like mad intelligent people. Like they look like people that are just trying to get a paycheck. Like, fuck this job. You know what I mean? Screw says, oh, I can smell them from here. RB Tech says, what was the weight? With me in the car, and I keep in mind, I weigh 200 pounds, 2880. So take 200 pounds off. They're trying to say the car weighs 2680. And they were trying to say, she said, as long as your car or your vehicle was positioned correctly on the scale, think about it. The platform is like 60 feet long. If I was on the front of it, like up to the speaker box, like where an 18-wheeler would be, that wouldn't be the accurate place. You would want to be directly in the middle of the fucking platform. You know what I mean? Like imagine like a fucking scale at the grocery store, you know, one of those hanging fruit basket scales. If you put it on the edge of it, it's gonna tilt and it's not gonna weigh correctly. You know what I mean? It's only gonna weigh some of the weight. So in that theory, the car should have weighed like way less, but I don't fucking know. I call bullshit on their scale. She's trying to say they just calibrated that scale. They were just here yesterday. Yep, it's accurate. See, she didn't tell me like within like this truck scale accuracy thing, you know, like let's say she didn't say it was it would be within 20 pounds accuracy division, or 40 or 50 or 100 or anything. She just said, oh yeah, it's accurate. I call bullshit on that. IV Tech says, what? Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Screw says they are always saying calibrated yesterday every day. He was just here 5 minutes ago. And an hour later, he was just here 5 minutes ago. Like they're just trained to say it's always calibrated. That fucking thing, dude, you got to think, man, that thing can handle 200,000 pounds max capacity, and it's got a bunch of 100,000 pound fucking 18 wheelers rolling up on that thing, fucking air riding and putting all kinds of pressure on the pressure plate or whatever the fuck's underneath it. I call bullshit. I definitely call bullshit because here, let's say, look at the different types of scales, y'all. Y'all know exactly. So we got this scale right here is a Henny Instruments of Switzerland. This is an analog scale for car weighing. Max capacity 20,000 pounds. So a 2,500 pound object, it's 50 pounds accuracy division, right? So 10,000 pound object, 100 pounds accuracy. 20,000, 150 pounds accuracy. You know, and all that shit right there. Okay. So then let's go over to like, you know, your 4-wheel scale. This is a digital scale. Max capacity of 20,000 pounds. 2,500 pound object is within 12 plus or minus 12.5 pounds. 10,000 pound object, 50 pounds plus or minus. 20,000, 100 pounds plus or minus. Okay. So you see 2,500 pound objects, 10,000 and 20,000. It's all the same increments they're giving you. And you see the difference in pounds plus or minus. Get to the CAT scale. This is the one I weighed on. 2,500 pound object plus or minus 20. This is where things get weird. 10,000 pound object plus or minus 20. See, that don't make sense. You look at the same figure on a digital 4-wheel scale. It's 12.5 pounds accuracy plus or minus, and then 50 pounds for 2,500 versus 10,000 pounds. See, this scale don't make no fucking sense. That's what I'm saying. See, the scale should, for 2,500 pounds versus 10,000 pounds, there should be a plus or minus accuracy difference for sure. Like, I call mega bullshit on those scales. Because you got to think, these scales are getting used probably at least a few, I would say 1,000 trucks a day get on that scale. You know what I mean? I mean, within the time I was there, I was there for about 10 minutes and I saw maybe 15, maybe 20 trucks get on that scale. I mean, you just drive through, you press the button, you let them know you want to get weighed. You get weighed, you go park and you walk inside and go get your fucking slip and you get this shit right here. And it's like, I mean, this shit is fucking notarized. You know what I mean? This is your paperwork if you're a truck driver. But yeah, and they have to sign off on it and make it legit. Basically, it's like almost like a car inspection minus the notary part, obviously. But yeah, I mean, this shit with me in the car, that's what they're saying. Fucking 2880. Shit makes no sense. No fucking sense. IV Tech says that shit is rigged up. Cam says every scale will have an accuracy difference of something plus or minus. Exactly. And I don't trust this CAT scale shit for big fucking vehicles because the 2,500 pound mark versus the 10,000 pound mark, the accuracy plus or minus division is the exact same. They're saying it's within 20 pounds. That's not right. On a 4-wheel scale, you're looking at a plus or minus 12.5 versus a plus or minus 50. So that shit is like, what? Almost 4 times different accuracy. So that's why I was saying these scales tip out at 200,000 pounds because they're weighing shit that's 80,000 pounds average, 180 to 100,000 pounds probably. So at 200,000 pounds, that fucker could be off upwards of 400 pounds. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's that drastic, but I think it's somewhere off. It's got to be somewhere off, dude. I think if we don't weigh less than 2,600 pounds, that's off. I'd say it's off by like 100, 150 pounds, somewhere in that area. It's got to be. IV-Tech says full tank of gas. Yeah, curb weight always includes a full tank of gas. So I filled up right before I got on the scale. Put motherfucking 13 gallons of fuel in that bitch. And they're trying to say fucking 2880 with me in the car. I weigh 200 pounds. That's 2680. And the funny thing is, Surge Motive guessed that shit dead on the money. He said 2680. But I don't know if he equates into it. If he's thinking about an RSX, what an RSX Type S weighs 2840. If we were thinking about it like that, going from 2840 to 2680, that's awesome. But the fact that a DC5R weighs 2505, that's dog shit. Because I've pretty much got every fucking part that's DC5R, you know? That's why I'm pissed off. I'm like, dude, don't make sense. It should feasibly weigh less than a DC5R because the 30 pounds for the sunroof, nah, bro. That shit is, shit doesn't add up. We could debate it all day. I'm just saying, I think that scale's fucked. She said, yeah, it's accurate. I should have called back and been like, fuck you. Why fuck me? Because your scale sucks. Good night. It's okay, Cam. If my car truly weighs 2680, I'm getting a Cybon carbon fiber hatch and the doors and the hood. And I'm gonna cut the fucking metal out of the doors, and I'm gonna fucking cut the metal out of the back. I'm gonna Flintstone this bitch. No floor pans. We're gonna cut everything. We're gonna put goddamn fucking drill holes. I'll put everything. Cam says remove sunroof. Sunroof's only 30 pounds there, bro. If my shit weighed 2550, I'd be like, okay, there's the difference, you know. 30 pounds from the sunroof. And I don't have the Type R rear aluminum floor bar. You know? But that floor bar don't weigh that. A steel floor bar versus that aluminum floor bar, that's small potatoes. Screw says full Lexan would drop a good amount of weight. Oh, dude, it would, but the problem with Lexan is that shit looks horrible. Everyone riveting that shit in, and it's to a degree, it's not very leak proof. Like, if you could put Lexan in without rivets, I'm trying to think. Yeah, if you could put Lexan in with like windshield silicone or whatever, I would probably be game, you know? But the fact that, one, anywhere you get Lexan from, like these like Lexan for an RSX, they're never the right size. They're in the ballpark figure, but you gotta trim it off, and the shit looks like dog shit. Like here, let's see if we can find a RSX Lexan windows. Let's see. I see Screw says, yeah, ugly as fuck. I mean, if it could be done right, if it could look stock-ish, I'd probably be game. But the fact that let's see, this dude on Club RSX forum says, I've gutted the hatch, taken out all the back seats, the passenger seat, removed the carpet, and chipped out all the sound material. I have looked into getting some wheels like Rotoslips, but the cost versus losing 3 pounds per wheel versus stock isn't worth it. See, he's retarded because losing 3 pounds per wheel is like fire. 3 to 5 pounds per wheel, that's going to make those wheels spin so much better. He says, and after all I've done with about a quarter tank of gas, I have weighed the car in minus my weight, and it scaled just over 25.40. See, he did it wrong. He should have weighed it with a full fucking tank of gas, you know? Because fuel weight, dude, the fuel weighs a fuckload. Like a quarter tank of, let's see, a quarter tank would be about almost 3.5 pounds. So, or wait, no, it's a 13.5 gallon tank. So we'll just say, how much does 10 gallons of gas weigh? The weight of gasoline. The weight of a gallon of common fuel is 6 pounds. So 6 times 10, that would be 60 pounds right there. You know what I mean? So he kind of cheated and used a quarter tank of gas. That's 60 pounds he saved. You know? Screw says, yeah, isn't 3 pounds a lot with the rotational mat? Exactly. Fucking 3 pounds might not seem like a lot, but when it's at your wheel, I mean, I'll put it to you this way. When I ran my my DC5 Type R wheels with just 10 millimeter spacers, right, versus 25 millimeter spacers, I could tell the difference in the way it pulled. I know that sounds like bullshit, but I'm not even kidding. So like when you have more mass on the rotational thing, like your front wheels, the thing that's driving the car, doing a fucking 10 mil spacer versus a 25 millimeter spacer is nuts. Like it definitely feels like slower, like it pulls slower. And running no spacer feels that much better. Like when I did the real Brembo and DC5R like hubs and assemblies and all that stuff, I could definitely feel that the car felt the way it should. Andre, what's good, man? It's Shades fucking Wade. It is. Tommy Lou, what's good, man? How you doing? So Andre and Tommy, I just got back from the weigh station, and I'm not gonna say we got heartbroken because it makes me doubt the fucking truck scales. It doesn't make sense, bro. Tommy Lou says 2. 2? It weighed 2 pounds? I wish. Tommy Lou says I'm gonna say 2,500. See, that's a very good guess. That's what a stock DC5R weighs. Now, keep in mind, the only thing different about my car versus a stock DC5 Type R is I have a sunroof and a steel floor bar. That's about it. But I would say 2,550 or less. You know what I mean? That's where I'm thinking the car would accurate adding up all the shit and all the stuff we've deleted and added lighter parts and added a little bit of weight with certain parts maybe, but they're trying to say, bro, 2680. 2680. That's 180 pounds too heavy. That makes no sense. If I hadn't done all the lightweight parts and stuff, 2680 would be decent for a stock RS, like a RSX Type S. You know what I mean? But because they weigh 2840 curb weight, but the DC5 Type R weighs 2505. Andre says, I just deleted my front brakes and calipers and just ran a spare wheel to shave weight. Next, I'm going to delete my subframe. What? Cam says, delete everything a strap or a car to the engine. Dude, I wish. Dude, I should just K28 a go-kart. That's going to be the ultimate fucking street machine. Dude, could you imagine a K28 go-kart? Rear-wheel drive K28 go-kart. That thing would be fun, dude. Holy shit. That thing would be scary, dude. Like a 400 pound fucking K, like 400 pounds, like basically weigh like a motorcycle. Tommy Lou says, okay. Andre says, some guy in England was selling one. Screw says, fun, more like terrifying. He put a K28 in like a dune buggy. Dude, in a Volkswagen Beetle, that thing would rip. Rear engine, rear wheel drive, K20. Dude, that reminds me, the dude on Instagram, JDM Beat, he's got a K20A and a fucking Honda Beat. He's finally pulled it off. It's driving. And I saw the picture of him driving it. Like, you know, it's moving. It was in a parking lot or something like that. And I was like, yo, when I come out to California, can I pay you to get a test drive? I want to get a ride in that motherfucker. And he was like, dude, you don't got to pay me. He's like, just buy lunch. So when I make it out to the West Coast, we'll have some K20A Honda Beat footage. Be so much fun. I would ask him if I could drive it, but the problem is I can't fit in the driver's seat of a Honda Beat. I've tried. I tried and it was not successful. Cam says K20 in a Mini. Mighty Car Mods put a B16B in a Mini. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but that's not K20A Type R engine and a Honda Beat. Dude, we're talking so much fabrication to make that shit work. He's been working on this for years. A B16 in a Mini is probably like not as hard to do. Andre says, how tall are you? I'm like 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in that area. Screw Attack says K20 and a Power Wheels Barbie Jeep. Oh, that thing would blow the plastic off. My God, dude. If you floor it, the thing just rips in half. Well, if it was rear-wheel drive, it would just like push you into the next dimension probably. You floor it and like you and the plastic Barbie Jeep become one. Screw says, have you seen that channel? They put engine. Do they really? Are you fucking with me? No way. Hold the phone. Are you fucking with me? Power Wheels. Grind Hard Plumbing Company. That one. 551,000 subscribers. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see what they got. Building an 85-mile-per-hour Barbie Jeep in 10 minutes. Is this real? They're putting some kind of like maybe 150cc motorcycle dirt bike engine in that bitch. How in the fuck? Dude, they are chopping this thing all the way up. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, so like I was saying, like the plastic would just get fucking ripped apart. They're building a fucking tube chassis for it and just putting the Barbie shell over top of it. Makes sense. I was about to say, I was like, there's no way you could just take a plastic Jeep and like make that bitch go 85. That bitch would fall the fuck apart. That's funny shit. Screw says, yeah, they're wild. Oh, I believe it. Yo, what the fuck?
We're about to show you guys a bunch of shots of Cinderella ripping in all different modes. But first, I want
Dude, why is my fucking Flash player just...
First, I want to show you guys, we got Cinderella shirts in. We have a gray shirt.
Get to it. Dude, that thing looks scary as fuck. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at that thing, dude. Dude, that thing looks next level fucking scary. The thing was its fucking front wheels were lifting off the goddamn ground it's going. It's got so much fucking... Jesus Christ. Dude, it's literally fucking popping wheelies. It's got so much fucking torque. That's insane. Thing's literally doing fucking wheelie down the street. He floors it, it literally just starts wheeling. Dude, you could seriously get really fucking hurt on that thing if you didn't know how to drive it. Hence why he's wearing a goddamn helmet and full gear like he's riding a fucking street bike. Cam says looks fun as fuck. Oh, I'm sure it's fun as fuck. Dude, that thing is hauling ass. It's beating a real four-wheeler. Beating a dirt bike and a big-ass four-wheeler in a straight line on the beach race. He is taking those motherfuckers to Gapplebee's, dude. That shit looks crazy. 85 miles an hour. That thing's nuts, dude. That thing looks like fun. I think that's what we should build next, guys. Just get a Barbie Jeep, tube chassis it. Dude, if they made a Power Wheels that was a DC5, that'd be the next project, hands down. I wonder how hard it would be to that'd be interesting. Imagine if you built, dude, that'd be insane. Like build a full-size tube chassis, like the same scale as a real DC5, but build it on a tube chassis and just put different fucking suspension, like four-wheeler, you know, cantilever suspension or whatever you wanted to use, and literally just have that bitch dumped on the ground, and that bitch have different wheels and suspension, and oh man, that thing would be crazy. Whole tube chassis, and then just like not have doors on it, but have like the front bumpers or front and rear bumper, and like make it look like it somehow. That shit would look wild. So talk about power to weight. Oh yeah, definitely. Dude, that thing probably weighs 150 pounds tops with all that stuff on it. You could probably two people could, or maybe one person if they could reach long enough, but I think probably weighs 150 pounds max. And it's got a fucking 100 or 150 cc motors, like a dirt bike engine in it in the front. Screw says only thing weighing it down is the damn motor. Well, it's like a full tube chassis. Well, most of it's a full tube chassis, but then you got all the suspension parts and the wheels. That stuff's like a little bit of weight, but you got to think the engine's in the front, and they have a fucking I think they have a drive. They have to have a drive shaft in it because the way it's wheeling, it's pretty. I'm pretty fucking positive it'd be rear wheel drive. So it has a drive shaft in it, but it has so much torque, it can lift that fucking engine up off the ground. You know what I mean? That shit's wild style. Some crazy shit right there. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Screw. Basile Garage just uploaded K-Tune Race Shifter. He's already had it. Or is he talking about the new revision? Yeah, apparently K-Tune came out with a new version 2.
Hey everybody, welcome to Basile Garage YouTube channel. Before I'm going to go ahead and go into detail what we're going to work on today, I just want to tell you, if you like our channel, if this is the first time, welcome to our channel, Basile Garage. If you've been following our channel, appreciate that. Thanks. Much love. But at the same time, give us a subscribe, and at the same time, a like if you like those videos.
Eric says, did you remove all the tasty burgers from the car before you weighed it? No, I just like tuck burgers in my car.
When we upload a new video. So, welcome. Thank you for coming to our channel. Well, you can tell it's just me today, or I should say tonight, in the garage. The kids are inside the house. And I'm like,
Cam's
I'm
laughing.
going to have some quiet time.
Hey, Cam, gone.
Well, just you guys. So, you can see me, but I cannot see you. So, anyways, What are we going to do today is install a new K-Tune race spec shifter that they have just released. As you can tell, this is actually a race spec shifter that I got from K-Tune, and there's absolutely nothing whatsoever wrong with it. The only thing is, there's a lot of China companies or whatever, whoever makes them, they copy their shifter. So I had to get another battery from the charger because this one was dead. Oh, this is my glasses. Oh, let's go. Oh yeah. Let's see. Well, look for what? Oh yeah, definitely. So much cooler. So much goodness. I don't know how they got all in. So, like I said, there's a lot of companies going on. There's maybe one company or two that actually copy K2 shifter, and they're out there selling it and maybe making a killer because they're selling it for maybe half the price what K2 sells the.
Shit, half the price, selling for 110 bucks.
So, we already have a new K2 shifter from K2, and what they did, they upgraded the mechanism. I think the brass part and the springs rate are different, and then they kind of make it smoother. So once I take this shifter off, I'll put it side by side so you can kind of see the differences on both of them. So this is the one that's on here. There's absolutely nothing. It goes to all the gears. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah.
Cam, what do you think about K-Tune making a version 2 of the shifter? I'm kind of pissed. I feel like they should like let us like trade them in. Send in our version 1s and get version 2s. I should call them up and be like, "Yo, I want that version 2. I'm trading in because my shit don't feel as good as it used to. I haven't even had it in a year."
So a lot of people are wondering what's going on. Like I mentioned it before, there's a lot of knockoff out there. There's a few knockouts of the K2 shifter out there. So what K2 did, this is the new shifter, this is the old one. Those are both race spec shifter. And I believe from now on, they're gonna be selling this style. And I kind of want to walk you guys real quick through it and show you guys the differences between the shifters, okay? So this is the race spec, the one I had in the car, and this is the one that I just received in the mail. So I want to show you the difference starting with the shifter arm, okay? As you can tell, the old style has got an extra 2 bolts that go through here, right? And one at the bottom versus this one that's actually very nice and clean, and it doesn't have nothing there. The other thing is, this one, let me put a little bit closer so you can kind of see it. Can you tell the difference between these two? This actually goes straight right here. This actually goes down a little bit. You see what I'm saying? This actually goes down right there, right? That's one difference. The other difference is this. See the difference between the two? See, this is just kind of flat. It's actually smaller, and it's got a cut on the inside versus just flat right here on the side. And it's got a very nice cut. See, it's a nice and smooth versus like just straight edge. Straight edge.
Is that it?
Smooth right there. Yeah. The other thing we notice is this arm right here. This arm, totally different. It's a lot bigger.
Cam says send me a link to this video. Just search Vasile Garage. It's his newest video. You're not subscribed to Vasile? Get the fuck out of here. Garn. He just Vasile Garage. Here.
Smooth versus the old ones.
If you're not subscribed to Vasile Garage,
also what they did, they changed the
you're living
this
under a goddamn rock.
This actually is closed in. This is actually, it's open. Can you see that right there? That's actually open. Detail. I see one detail right here. They have a little screw right there to kind of hold that gasket, that little ring in place. They don't have one on this side. But I think it's because also it's open right here. So it has more difference. So let's go ahead and just kind of flip it to the side here. To the other side. or let's do the front. See the difference? Can you tell? It's got a more smaller hole right there, and it's got a way bigger hole right there. Can you see that?
Is that it? They just CNC'd more material out? Ride and respect. What's good? How you doing?
Very flat. Right here's got a very nice cut.
Yeah, so it's like they beveled edges. Like there's more grooves and like CNC aluminum cut out basically. Only functionality thing I see different, the pivot arm, like the thing the ball makes, the shifter ball arm, the left part with the grommet, they have like a rivet screw, not rivet screw, but like a pitch screw to hold the grommet in place basically.
Very sharp here, very smooth here, very smooth here, very sharp edge here. See that? As you can tell, it's actually a little bit fatter and thicker. This is a lot smaller right here. See that? And it's actually taller. Can you tell the difference between the two? Also, the old shifter's got 1, 2, 3 holes. This one doesn't have any holes into it. See that? As I kind of mentioned it, see how they're different? This is just flat. Because it kind of comes out nice and smooth. I feel like this box is more smaller and kind of suits it very nice. Also, this kind of drops down right here versus this one come way out here. And let's go ahead and to the side. Actually, it's quite a bit of like actually differences, to be honest, you know? So as you can tell, they have a different kind of mechanism that bolts up from here to there. This is kind of like a bigger washer. See that? It's a lot bigger versus this one. It's a lot smaller right there. This one is kind of right at the edge. You see that?
So the spring is probably it's probably a stiffer spring. That's why it needs a smaller washer because it's got more tension.
It's kind of what keeps it in place right there. You know, this becomes a lot farther. So it's got a lot more. This is close, and you can see actually the brass fittings inside there. I don't know if I'm mistaken, but also looks like the spring actually it's a little bit thicker than this other one. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's a little bit thicker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much all the differences, you know, which is quite a bit if you ask me, you know. So I didn't necessarily just change it just because you know just want to change it, but it looks different, and it looks cleaner, and it looks smoother, and yeah, I mean I gotta put on the car and close it all up and kind of see the differences. Now the one thing is I can tell you, sometimes you have to probably just kind of like tighten the bolts and stuff at the bottom, which this was nothing wrong with it. But since this is brand new and never being used, you got to keep in mind that this has been on my car for almost 3 years. And this is new one. It has like really side to side, like no play. See, this one has a little bit, see that? And that's just from tying out the bolts too, you know. But again, like with everything, you know, I mean, this is nothing compared to factory. Factory is like actually really loose, but this one has like no play, you know. Also, it's because it's new too, so gotta keep that in mind, you know. One thing I did notice, the new one, it's got 2 screws right here. I'm not sure what those for, but it's got 2 right there. So from the newer cars, maybe it's got a sensor or a bracket that you can bolt it up there. So use that. Now, the one thing that's cool about my old one is that everything's been polished, so you can kind of tell it's shiny. So we got some mothers, and then we'll have to polish this one up before it goes in the car. So yeah, I better get to work. But okay, guys. So sorry about the delay there. I just got to be busy polishing. We got busy polishing the shifter. As you can tell, there's a big difference. This one compared to that. Even that this one, the one that was in the car was polished originally. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, that shit looks good.
Look, you know what? Pretty nice, right? I love this is my favorite part about my car. It's shifting, you know, and this thing is right here is just phenomenal. Like K2 did an awesome job inventing this shifter because I love it. And I'm not one of those people that like to just sell product. I'm just telling you something that I truly believe in. This is awesome quality. You know what I mean? And it was
Yeah, not hybrid racing.
Felt great. You know what I'm saying? Shifting and everything. So, anyways, now I put the stoppers. So what this does, it doesn't allow you to stretch the cables past the point, so you can move this forward or backwards. And what this is right here, this is a fifth gear lockdown. So what it does, it doesn't allow you. See what it does? When you try to go to fifth, it is supposed to come back. See? It will not do it. And actually, you can lock it up and down. See? You can go up with it, whatever it's easy for you, you know? So, anyways, guys, it's pretty much done. Our polished up, ready to go. Kind of excited. Shout out to K2. You guys are awesome. I know it's kind of late night. You know, we're polishing. I might just come back tomorrow and finish it, or maybe just finish this video right now, so that way I can upload it tomorrow. You guys can check it out. But see you guys later. But I figure since it's in the car, I'll show you how everything looks there. So we got the light right here. I haven't bolt this piece up, but I put one in the car. But anyways, the 50 like that goes top to bottom. Release it, and it goes on top. And the thing comes right there, doesn't allow it to go back. See? So if you release it, see, then I can go out. But I got a top part training, so I usually use my fifth gear as well, even if I race my dick. So most likely I probably won't be using much of that, but I do have it just in case, you know. And I have the stoppers right there. So actually, you know, straight cables, as you can tell, when it goes in, it hits it. So you know, straight cables. And yeah, it's all installed. It's great. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. The reverse. Somebody's got to press it up actually reverse.
Booyah.
It's not broken in yet. It's stiff a little bit, but I love it. I love it. Yeah.
So, in a nutshell, version 2 versus version 1. I don't know if it's worth upgrading to, honestly.
Appreciate you. Catch you guys next time.
We'll see. Because I think what you could do, if you already have a version 1 K-Tune shifter, you could send your version 1 in to get refreshed. So, like, let's say, like, you've had your version 1 K-Tune race spec shifter for, like, I don't know, a couple years or something, and it feels like a little sloppier than it should. You can send that shit to K-Tune, and they'll take it apart and refresh the brass sandwich plates and the springs and the grommet and everything, and it's not that bad, honestly. And not to mention, the version 2. Yeah, version 2, they want $500 for that shit. It says, note, shifter arm does not clear shift boot in RSX, EM2, and ES1 on 6-speed transmission. If you want to retain the stock look and boot, you should use the regular billet RSX shifter. So version 2, they're saying it doesn't clear the shift boot. They don't even really tell you what the main difference is, you know what I mean? That's the funny thing. But yeah, in a nutshell, debatable. Like it looks pretty nice. Like it's got a couple. It's like a design thing, honestly. Like they're just basically in a nutshell. Like if you look, like if you look right here, this was like a flat 90. You know, like it was just like like it wasn't like curved beveled and all that shit with like CNC cutouts and stuff. You know, I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. And another thing I saw that's the only difference is another Allen key right here to hold, basically to keep this shifter elbow shaft or whatever, the grommet around it like in place. Basically, that's about it. Definitely not worth buying another $500 shifter, honestly. Cam says our shifter doesn't clear shift boot either. I had trouble getting in reverse with the boot on. Really? I mean, I don't run mine with a boot. I did the center console cutout, so I can't really speak for it. But before I did the center console cutout, I did put my boot on, and I was able to put my boot on, you know, and cover it up, and everything fit. But I don't think I tried to get in reverse, honestly. I think I drove it like with just front, like forward facing gears. You know what I mean? I didn't use reverse when I had the center console and the shifter boot on. Screw says, all right, I'm heading out later. Have a good one, Screw. Oof. Yeah, I'll probably end up taking my my K-tune shifter out again to check those springs again, because something about my shit doesn't feel right. It feels like wobbly in a circle. Like something about it just doesn't seem right. It doesn't it shifts into gears fine, and it's got good left to right play, like just a little bit, But then the forward throw, that play, they say it's because the brass sandwich plates are wearing in, the springs are wearing in. But dude, something about it just feels sloppy. Sloppier. It doesn't feel sloppy, but it definitely feels sloppier than it did. And the weird thing was, it was around the time I did the race spec shifter cables, right? I was thinking it's the shifter cable. It's the shifter cable. I did something wrong, but it's not. That's the crazy thing, because you can hold the bushings of the shifter cables tight on the shift selector at the gearbox, and that play is still in the shifter. You know what I mean? So it's either a matter of it's the shift selector or it's the shifter. It's one of the two. So luckily, tomorrow, hopefully, my fucking Acura Parts warehouse order will fucking ship out. Shit should have shipped out September 20th. Here we are, the 15th of October. I'm like, dude, I'm going to rip those people a new asshole and be like, yo, I've had nothing but good customer service and support from you guys over the years, and you guys fucking shit the bed on this order. So ridiculous. Like, I probably won't ever order from them again, honestly, unless it's something they have in stock. You know what I'm saying? If I have to wait for anything, done. Not happening. But yeah, once we get the parts for the shift selector, I'll rebuild the shift selector. I'll put the new M-Tech springs in, and we'll see where we're at and see if that, you know, helps out the situation with the slop. And if it doesn't, then I think it's time to take apart the K-tune shifter and see what the fuck, like if I can talk to K-tune and see if they'll send me the brass sandwich plates or the springs. Because, yeah, true story. Woo. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna close up shop here. Probably chill out, and that's about it. We got the weigh station results. I call bullshit. Maybe some of y'all think the same. Maybe some of y'all think not. But I don't know. I think the calibration of that scale is it doesn't favor lightweight things. It favors fucking it's going to be calibrated correctly for things that are well over 80,000 50 to 80,000 pounds, somewhere in that area. So I think for a passenger car, it's not going to get super accurate down to 10 pounds or whatever they say, 20 pounds or whatever. That's just not the case. But we'll find a real scale to weigh on, whether it's at a dump or a junkyard or the drag strip or wherever. And we'll get some real results, and we'll compare, you know, like let's say we go to the dragway and the fucking car weighs 2550. That's damn better than 2680, you know. But we'll see. Anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll catch y'all later. Be motherfucking y'all.